In this video, I'm going to show you how to play a nice little walking bass pattern on your guitar. We're going to use a few different techniques in here, so let's just kind of line that up first. Let's talk about the strings we'll use. It's just going to be strings 6, 5, and 4, and those string names are E, A, and D. Okay, so we'll just be sitting on those. Everything that I do, I'm going to be talking about the name of the note as it's based on the notes on the 6th string. So it's going to be the 3rd fret on the 6th string, which is a G, the 8th fret, which is a C, and the 10th fret, which is a D. Now I realize I've got one of my classical guitars here and I don't have fret markers on it, but you know, just if your guitar has fret markers on it, then go to it, find those frets that way, otherwise, you know, count your way up and away you go. Okay, so we know we're going to be using those 3 strings, and I'm talking about 3rd fret G, 8th fret C, 10th fret D. Let's talk about the fretting hand now. One of the things that I like to do with this particular little nice bass pattern to play on the guitar is to make sure that I have a finger assigned to each fret. Look at that. Okay, so I've got my first finger here, middle finger here, right? Like I've got a finger lined up on each fret. You get over there a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now I realize that some of the stuff I'll be doing might be a little bit tricky for you to use your baby finger. Use your ring finger. That's totally cool. Let's play the first part. So the first one's going to be our G pattern. I've got my middle finger sitting there on the 3rd fret of the 6th string for G. And I'm just going to go through it nice and slow. So we've got G there, that 3rd fret. Now, 5th string is going to be fret 2, and then 5. Big stretch, I know, but you could also go 2, little hop, it's okay. Now to the 4th string, fret 2, fret 3, okay, back to fret 2. Now we're retracing our steps. Fret 5 on string 5, fret 2. Okay, so I'm going to say it again just with the fret numbers, and then I'll say it again in terms of fingering. So finger 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my preferred way of memorizing this pattern, because wherever you start the pattern, the fingering you'll see remains the same. All right, so we'll go through it again with frets. Here we go. So 6th string, fret 3, 5th string, fret 2 and 5. I'll use different fingers to show, okay? 4th string, fret 2 and 3. 5th string, fret 5 and 2, because we're just going backwards now. Now I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to call out my finger numbers. So I'm starting with finger 2. On the 5th string, I'm using 1 and 4. 4th string, I'm using 1 and 2. Back to finger 1. Okay. 4 and 1 on fret string 5. Okay, let's do it again. Ready? I'm not calling out anything this time. It sounds kind of neat, eh? So that would sound great with a G or G7 chord being played along with it. Oh, so nice. All right, now let's go up to our 8th fret. So 8th fret is our C, and you'll see that the finger pattern is the same, okay? I'll call out the frets first and then the fingering. So middle finger is on fret 8 of the 6th string. 5th string is going to be fret 7 and 10. 4th string is fret 7 and 8. Back to fret 7. 5th string, fret 10 and 7. Now I'm going to play the pattern again, calling out my fingering, right? So I'm going to start with finger 2. On 5th string, I'm going to play fingers 1 and 4. 4th string, fingers 1, 2, 1. 5th string, baby finger, 1st finger. Okay. Let's go back down to the 3rd fret again. So for our G, let's play that one, and then we're going to go up to our 10th fret for D. Okay, here we go. So middle finger, 5th string, we've got 1st finger, 4th finger, 4th string, we've got 1st finger, whoops, middle finger, first finger. Okay, now back to the 5th string, baby finger, first finger. Okay. Fret 10, let's do it. So for me on my classical guitar, when I'm playing up at fret 10, with my middle finger, my hand rests so nicely up against the body of the guitar. So just kind of nice. All right, so here we go. Fret 10, and then on 5th string it's going to be 9 and 12. 4th string it's going to be 9 and 10. 5th string back to 12 and 9. Now let's do it again with fingering. So finger 2, 5th string 1 and 4. 4th string 1 and 2. Back to the 1. Now 5th string, fingers 4 and 1. All right, now we got to figure out a nice little pattern to play with that. So I'm going to grab my whiteboard. And all right, here we go. I've got a plan for us. We'll do G, and we'll repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. Okay, so we've got 4 times that we'll play our G. Each time you see this, just means to repeat the previous bar. Okay, then we'll go to C, repeat it, back down to G, and repeat it. And then we'll just go 1 time on the D. So this is just a standard 12-bar blues progression. Okay, 1 time on the D, 1 time on the C, back to the G, and just to finish it off, I'm going to say just after you've played that G pattern 1 time, then hit the 6th string, 3rd fret G, and let it ring out. Okay, so 6th string, fret 3 for our G, and just let it ring. Now, if I'm doing this so that if you need to make a screenshot and get some of my window reflected in there, you can. 6th string, we've got G on our 3rd fret, C is our 8th, and D is our 10th. So I love my whiteboards. They've been so handy for me. I'm just going to hold this up for a second here so you can get a little look at it. Okay, there we go. So G 4 times. We won't go super fast. We'll just take our time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. G. And again. I'm going to call it the fret numbers this time just in case. 3, and then 5th string, 2, 5, 4th string, 2, 3, 2, 5th string, fret 5, 2, 1 more time, fingering, finger 2, 5th string, finger 1, and finger 4, 4th string is going to be 1, 2, 1, back to 5th string, finger 4, finger 1. Okay, so we played that G 4 times up to our C on our 8th fret. Here we go. Fret 8, and then 7, 10 on the 5th string, 7, 8 on the 4th string, back to that 5th string. Okay, 1 more time. After this, we're going to go play the G 2 more times. Here we go. Okay, 1 more time, and then we're going to hit the D on the 10th fret. Okay, up to the 10th fret, here we go. Woo! Fret 10, and then 9 and 12, then 9, 10, 9, 12, 9. Now to C on the 8th fret, so it's going to be fret 8, 7, 10, 7, 8, 7, okay, 10, 7, 1 time on G. Remember when we're done this, we're just going to hit that G and let it ring out. Okay, now I'm going to play it. I'm not going to talk this time. I'm just going to play it, and I'll do a little faster just so you can hear the fun you can have with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did a little vibrato there at the end, just so you know what I did. I played the note, and I wiggled it. Just keep that string in contact with the fret when you do that, and you can do that too. If you lift up your finger, oh, sound stops and the game's over. Keep it down. Oh, yeah, yeah, wow!